My take from last night, I thought Ramaphosa was exceptional. His charismatic personality came out and he held his composure despite all the pressure. I thought he was unbelievable. I am sure Donald Trump is going to see through that. Steenhuisen, incredibly disappointing to sell out to South Africans just like that in front of world media. Anton Rupert, you're an absolute star. You tackled Mr. Steenhuisen, you highlighted the farm murders are not just crime, day-to-day crime. This is a group of people that have been targeted. Nobody likes to leave their home country. Nobody wants to run away from our beloved South Africa. People make some very dire decisions and when to leave and if they have to leave. Now we wait for Donald Trump and his committee to share the findings from their closed meeting. I hope Donald Trump puts his foot down before there's any agreement of trade. We wait with bated breath. This is critical for South Africa. Let's make South Africa great again with the help of Donald Trump.
You know what I love about Cyril Ramaphosa? While Trump was busy mumbling on about the white genocide, Ramaphosa didn't waste time entertaining his delusions. He brushed it off like the nonsense it was, because the world already knows the truth. There is no such thing as a white genocide. It's complete nonsense. So instead of apologizing and explaining himself, Ramaphosa basically said, if you think farm attacks are a big problem in South Africa, then give us money to fix it. He successfully baited the richest country in the world to put its money where its mouth is. And guess what? We'll gladly take your money to upgrade our police, to get better tech, and to improve rural safety. Because a stronger security will benefit the majority of South Africans who are the real victims of violent crime, such as the 2 black women who were killed and fed to pigs by a white farmer, as well as the gang violence in the Cape Flats, which Johan Rupert spoke about. Meanwhile, Afrikaners will continue pretending to be victims. So the USA wants farm attacks to stop. If you want to be taken seriously, give us the money we need to fix the problem. If you don't, then don't ever talk about this again. You can't keep pretending to care about a problem you won't even pay to solve.
One of the images that US President Donald Trump presented as proof of a white genocide in South Africa wasn't even taken in South Africa. They don't even bother to fact check anymore. This was the big story, obviously. Trump and Ramaphosa meeting yesterday at the White House, and the Oval Office quickly turned into a cinema room because they played video and showed pictures they say prove there's a white genocide in South Africa. Now, one of the images is actually a screenshot from a YouTube video which features Red Cross workers handling body bags. And now he's looking at this image and he's saying to Ramaphosa, he says, these are burial sites. There are burial sites everywhere. This is what's happening to farmers. But that's not what's happening to farmers. Those are images from the DRC where there was a jailbreak and women and children were raped, were unalived, and so Red Cross workers were at the scene. Despite this, you know his South African groupies will still say it's fact. Congratulations. This is what's happened to diplomacy.
Look, we think it's a confirmation that the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Economic Freedom Fighters, Julius Malema, continues to be on the right side of history. So unlike others who are being praised for being charming and being mature in a patronizing manner by Donald Trump and Johan Rupert, the Commander-in-Chief and President of the EFF is being called out for chanting a song called Kill the Boer, Kill the Farmer, which is directed to a system of oppression where a white minority controls the resources in the land of South Africa, while the black majority continues to be slaves at their behest. So I think it represents a genuine reason for us to be proud of a leader of an organization in South Africa that does not bend on principle. While Cyril Ramaphosa distanced himself from a chant which was developed by the ANC, distanced himself from a chant which was ratified as constitutional freedom of speech that should not be interpreted literally by the Constitutional Court of South Africa, the Commander-in-Chief and President of the Economic Freedom Fighters is being called upon to be arrested by an irrational, illiterate, racist President of the United States of America whose term can not come to an end anytime sooner. So our reaction is that we've caused the necessary shake and debate internationally, and it's something that we should continue to do and not retreat.
My favorite part about Cyril being in America is that despite what he's saying, he just looks so uninterested in being there. Like, just watch the videos. He's like, yes, trade agreements, but like, blue steel face.
Hey, Johan Rupert, jou verraaier. I also sleep with doors unlocked in America, but you know what the difference is between me and you? I have a backbone and I'm not a traitor. I also don't lock the doors because I don't have to have security guards and be a billionaire to be a safe white man. So I hope you sleep well tonight, Johan, knowing that you have been a traitor for many years and have stabbed the Afrikaner and white people in the back. Lekker slaap, boet.
You know what I find rather entertaining about Teletubby Ramaphosa in the Oval Office? The coconut that he is. That he had his handler there, Mr. Rupert. So they're in the interest of South Africans, or they're there in the interest of fucking big business? Definitely not there for us, that's for sure.
Did you see the way Elon Musk was staring at that South African president? Insane. Okay, so if you missed that, here's why you have all of the refugees, okay? So there's a portion of Africa that wants to murder all white people. They're like, think of them like our far, far left. And just like our far, far left, they're that crazy. So what the president pretty much said, he said, yes, these stuff are happening and it's a lot of criminality. And we use a lot of American technology. So if, you know, some country named America would just come in and do some stuff, that would be really great, is pretty much what he said. They want Americans to do it.
Good morning, Cyril. I just wanted to congratulate you and your delegation. We all know it is impossible to change the mindset of that misogynistic, narcissistic racist. But with your calm and gentlemanlike approach, you were largely able to contain that orange monster. Respect, my president.
But the
crime is bad.
The crime is terrible, sir, but Mr. Steenhuisen won't admit to it, but he runs the Western Cape, where I live. And the biggest murder rate is in the Cape Flats. Gangs. We've got gang warfare. Like your M33, whatever these guys. We've got equivalents there. But we need your help, sir. And we need Elon technology.
Thanks guys for watching the video. Hope the video was great and informative. My own thought on the interview is that our internal issues must not be spread outside. We must discuss it as one. Actually, we are South Africans, all of us, but I know there's certain people who believe that they are above a certain group, but we are one. There's nothing you can do. You cannot say anything. And secondly, the interview was based on Malema then, because first of all, the EFF and AfriForum went to court, and the court said this song is not about killing Afrikaners. It's just a song, but it still does not resonate. It still, they don't want to listen to what the court says. Thirdly, yeah, the farm matters are bad, but we must acknowledge that it might have happened, but it must not happen again. We must acknowledge that. Fourthly is that Mr. Steenhuisen was put under the bus by his own by Robert. For him, Robert, to say something that was not expected, it was really shocking. It was really shocking. I never heard of that before. It was my first time hearing about the the crime in Western Cape, because this on their Facebook page, the DA always says that everything is good in the Western Cape, or everything is fine in the Eastern Cape and Cape Town, everything is good. But for him to shock us that not everything is what it seems. And fourthly, I'm really shocked at what really happened, but I'm really glad that Ramaphosa stuck to his strength and maintained calmness. And guys, thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.